Welcome or welcome back to the channel, Blue Noses. I'm going to review Coventry Away, tough defeat to take. Here's some notes I made. So it was alarming again that we conceded from another set piece passage of play off a long throw-in. Coventry have been doing it a lot this season, and you'd like to think they had that we had that scouted and we were aware that could happen, but we looked absolutely just out of sorts with it, like we didn't know how to deal with it. So it was poor to concede from a set piece passage of play, the first goal. My next note was Robinson getting sent off. I felt that absolutely killed the game, and yeah, we were never going to get out of there with anything after that point. And it was two avoidable bookings in my eyes. They were silly bookings, they were avoidable bookings. And there's no excuse in the Championship as a professional footballer to be kind of making those challenges. The half one, okay. The first one, maybe, okay. I could probably excuse that a bit more. But when you're on a booking, and then, you've got your arms around the bloke, there's only one way that's going to end. I thought, again, there was no threat or clear chances for us. There were no shots on target again. That worried me. The second goal worried me as well. It was very soft defending and a poor own goal by Bright Samuel. Coventry showed what a great attacking side they are. And I thought defeat was always on the cards for today. I thought the best we could have hoped for was a point, but as soon as we went down to 10 men, it was obvious that wasn't going to happen. My next note is that we're now potentially 3 players down going into the Sheffield Wednesday game, because obviously Dushk pulled up in the warm-up. Laird went off. Hopefully that was more precautionary than anything, but he was holding his hamstring. And obviously Robinson suspended. So that's worrying. I thought that Lampard got the better tactically of Davis today. And I also thought we picked up a few other bookings that were just silly bookings. They were just unprofessional bookings to have kind of been given. We could have easily avoided them. I also noted that I thought Josh Eccles for them looked like a very good player, and that, as expected, their two full-backs working the full wingers as well, in Jada Silva and Van Eyck were superb. And I think they've pulled a real coup in getting Matt Grimes this summer, because he organised and led everything from the middle, and yeah, that's a cut above where we are at the moment. I don't think Dykes had his best game this afternoon. In a blue shirt, I didn't really see him doing anything other than just trying to be a bit of a bully off the ball and throwing himself around and stropping, unfortunately. I think Stano seems quite off the boil at the minute. I don't buy into the narrative of the keyboard warrior minority of our fan base that are all been on X saying that we're carrying him and he's useless and all this stuff. I don't buy into that. I don't buy into that with any of the players. I just think that, like Cochrane did at Stoke, I think Dykes and Stano had a poor afternoon, really. Didn't have the best day at the office, but we know what they've got in their locker. So, it's not too worrying. I thought the third goal I was concerned about, because all afternoon they were playing long balls, route one, long balls over the top of our defence. And each time they did, they looked like they had us on the ropes. And ultimately, we conceded the third goal from that manner of play. I thought every time they played a long ball over the defence, we looked so vulnerable. It was very, very worrying. So, yeah, tough afternoon at Coventry. But look, the beauty of this division is we go again Tuesday night against Sheffield Wednesday at home. We haven't lost a league home game under Chris Davis over the last season and a bit. And, Sheffield Wednesday would be one you'd be looking at and you'd be thinking, yeah, we could get 3 points there. And then you've got Wrexham and then Hull, and you'd like to think we'd be somewhere in the region of 7, 8, 9 points from those 3 games. But obviously the most important one is the next one, Sheffield Wednesday at home, and we need a response after today. Yeah, and then it made me think as well. I mean, we're not the same team as we were when we were in the Championship last time, but do you think we're any further along with progress in terms of performances and results? Or, do you think we're bit of a better stand this time? Or is it as bad as we were last time when we were in this division? Do we think we're better than we were in this division last time based on the first however many games it's been, 7 or whatever games it's been? Answer in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the performance, your thoughts on my review of the performance. And meanwhile, please like the channel, like the videos, subscribe, hit the notification button, do comment. I'd love to hear from you. And share the word. For now though, keep right on. Blue Noses on to Sheffield Wednesday on Tuesday night.